Hello, my lovely students. I hope you're fine. Today is a new lesson, Unit 6, Lesson 6. And of course, open your class book, page 79. 79. And before we start, I want you to look at these pictures and tell me what are they doing. Look at the first picture. What's this? Yeah, it's a giraffe. What's the giraffe doing? Yes, great. The giraffe is sleeping. Next picture. It's a woman. What's she doing? She's sleeping. And the next picture, what's this? This is a squirrel. What is it doing? It's sleeping. And the next picture is a bat. What's the bat doing? It's sleeping. But how many hours do they sleep? How many hours? Are they sleep the same hours? Are they sleep the same number of hours? How many hours do they sleep? In order to discover this information, let's listen and know how many hours, okay? Listen carefully.
Listening 111. Look at the photos in the graph. Listen and point.
This is a giraffe. Giraffes sleep for 2 hours.
Yeah, great. The giraffe sleeps for 2 hours, okay? How many hours does the giraffe sleeps? It sleeps for 2 hours. Now let's move to the next picture.
This is a human. Humans sleep for 8 hours.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. People sleep normally for 8 hours. People sleep for 8 hours. Okay? People or human sleep for 8 hours. Now let's move to the next picture.
This is a squirrel. Squirrels sleep for 15 hours.
Squirrel sleeps for 15 hours. Okay? Now let's move to the last one.
This is a bat. Bats sleep for 20 hours.
Okay. Now I am gonna ask you 2 questions. What's this? Yeah, great. It's a giraffe. And how many hours does the giraffe sleeps? It sleeps for 2 hours. It sleeps for 2 hours. Now look at the human. What's she doing? She is sleeping. How many hours does a human sleep? She sleeps for 8 hours. She sleeps for 8 hours. Now let's move to picture number 3. A squirrel. A squirrel. What is it doing? It's sleeping. How many hours does the squirrel sleep? Squirrel sleeps for 15 hours. 15 hours. Now the last picture. This is bat. What's the bat doing? It's sleeping. How many hours does the bat sleep? It sleeps for 20 hours. 20 hours. Okay? Now listen carefully and repeat the new vocabulary. Okay? Listen carefully.
Listening 112. Listen and repeat.
giraffe, human, squirrel, bat.
Okay, thank you for listening. Now, what are we going to do in these squares? I'll tell you later, okay? Now, look at these pictures. Can you recognize any one of these? Yeah, can you tell me what can you see in picture 1? Oh yeah, great. This is donkey. What's the donkey doing? It's sleeping. How many hours does the donkey sleep? Is it sleeping for 13 hours or 3 hours? Can anybody tell me? The donkey sleeps for 14 hours or 3 hours? Okay, let's move to the next picture. What can you see? Yeah, this is a cat. What's the cat doing? It's sleeping. How many hours does the cat sleep? Does it sleep for 3 hours or 12 hours? We shall see later, okay? Now let's move to picture 3. What can you see in the picture? This is a sheep. This is sheep. Okay? What is the sheep doing? It's sleeping. How many hours does the sheep sleep? Does it sleep for 4 hours or 14 hours? We shall see later. Okay? Now let's move to number 4. What can you see in the picture? It's a hamster. What is the hamster doing? It's sleeping. How many hours does the hamster sleep? Does it sleep for 14 hours or 12 hours? Okay, what do you think? What do you think? Okay, now let's listen to the audio and you shall see. You will see how
Listening
many hours.
113. Listen and check.
Okay, look at number 1 and I'm gonna doing like that. Okay, number 1.
1,
Donkeys sleep for 3 hours.
3 hours. Yeah, the donkey sleeps for 3 hours. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, make a tick like that. Now let's move to number 2. Before that, I want you to look up at these tables, at these squares. Number 3, where can you find number 3? Square number 1 or number 2 or number 3 or number 4? Where is number 3? Can you see number 3? Let's count together. 1, 2. Yeah, great. This is number 3. So everybody of you will draw the donkey inside this square. Okay, try to draw here. Draw. Okay, do you know? Draw the donkey here. Okay, this donkey, draw it here. Okay, now let's move to number 2.
2,
Cats sleep for 12 hours.
Cats sleeps for 12 hours. Can you see number 12? Which one is number 12? Yeah, sure. This is number 12. Okay, and let's move up to the squares. Can you find the number 12 here? Yeah, sure. This is number 12. So you are gonna draw the cat inside this square. Draw the cat here. Okay, draw it here. Okay, you should draw the cat in this square. Okay, now let's move to the next. Number 3.
3.
Sheep sleep for 4 hours.
4 hours. 4. Number 4. So make a tick here. Number 4. Okay. And where is number 4? Where can you find number 4? Okay, let's see. Is it in square number 1? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And here is number 4. But look, where is number 4 going? Yeah, number 4 is here. So you are gonna draw the sheep into the second square here. Okay, draw it here. Now let's move to the next or the last picture and see how many hours does the hamster sleep. Is it 14 hours or 12 hours?
4.
Hamsters sleep for 14 hours.
Yeah, 14 hours. So make a tick here, 14. And of course, you're gonna up to the last square. And of course, you can find the number 14 here. And look, where is number 14 going? Yeah, here. So, hamster is gonna be drawn here. Draw the hamster here, okay? Now, let's move to the activity book. Yeah. What we are gonna here is to read the 2 sentences and choose the right one. Look at the picture while I'm reading. This is a horse. This is a human. Yeah, this is a human, okay? Not a horse. So we make a tick here. Now look at the next picture while I'm reading. Look at this picture. This is a giraffe. This is a lion. What can you see in the picture? A giraffe or a lion? Yeah, sure. This is a giraffe. So make a tick here. This is a cat. Look at number 3. This is a cat or this is a bat. Of course, this is a bat. So make a tick like that. Look at picture 4. This is a squirrel. This is a squirrel. This is a rabbit. Is it a squirrel or a rabbit? Sure, this is a squirrel. So make a tick like that. Okay. Now let's move to the last exercise. On the left here, you can see photos of some animals. Okay, photos of some animals, and in the middle, the name of the animals, and on your right, you will find the number of hours, animals, their names, and the number of hours they sleep. Again, animals, the name of the animal, and the hours of sleeping. Okay? Now let's check here. Oh, can you see? Yeah, what's this? This is elephant. Elephant. The picture and the name, elephant. How many hours? 3 hours. 3 hours. Okay, let's see up here. Elephants sleep for how many hours? Yeah, 3 hours. Okay, I am gonna read line number 1 and tell me which animal. Okay, now let's read. The first thing is hamsters. Hamsters. Can you see hamsters here? Yeah, sure, it's down here. Hamsters. Yeah, and its name is here, hamsters. What's missing here? The number of hours. Great, great. The hours, okay? The number of hours the hamster sleep. How many hours? Let's see. Hamsters sleep for 14 hours. So we are gonna write here 14 hours. Hamsters sleep for 14 hours, okay? Now let's move to the next line and see the next one. Lions. Lions. Okay, can you see lions here? Yeah, of course, here. This is a lion. And what's missing here? Yeah, the name. How many hours? 13 hours. 13 hours. Lions sleep for 13 hours. So we are gonna hear the name of the animal. Of course, what's this? Yeah, sure. I hear someone says a lion. Yeah, lion. Thank you. Now let's move to the third line. Mice. Mice is a plural noun. The singular is mouse. Can you see a mouse here? Yeah, sure. Great. This is a mouse. Yeah, sure. The name is written here. But what's missing here? The number of hours. How many hours? Mice sleeps for 12 hours. 12. So we are gonna write here 12. Okay, everybody write here 12 hours. Okay, now we are gonna move to the next line. And what is it talking about? It's talking about rabbits. Rabbits. Can you see the rabbit here? Yeah, sure. This is a rabbit. Okay, and what's missing here? The name of the rabbit. So we are gonna write here rabbit. Okay, everybody hold your pencil and write down rabbit. How many hours? 11 hours. 11 hours. Okay, now let's move to the next line and see what's going on. Yeah, dogs. Dogs, can you see? Yeah, this is the dog. And the name is here, dog. But what's missing here? Yeah, the number of hours. How many hours? Let's see. Dogs sleep for 10 hours. 10 hours, okay? Dogs sleep for 10 hours. Let's erase. Okay. This is 10 hours. So you are gonna write here number 10. Okay. And hold your pencil right here 10 hours. Okay, now let's move to the last one. And goats. Can you see goats? Yeah, sure. This is a goat. And what's missing here? The name. You're gonna write the name here. Goat. How many hours? 5 hours. First hold your pencil and write down here goat. Goat sleeps for 5 hours. Okay, now I want you to make sentences like that. Elephant sleeps for 3 hours. Goat sleeps for 5 hours. Dog sleeps for 10 hours. Rabbit sleeps for 11 hours. Mouse sleeps for 12 hours. Lion sleeps for 13 hours. Hamster sleeps for hamster sleeps for 14 hours. Okay, thank you. I wish you enjoyed our lesson today. Okay, don't forget to your homework on Classera. Hope you're fine. Goodbye.